Hello, welcome. It's the newspaper review on Tab TV. My name is Williams Abule. Today is the 6th day of April 2022, and we are set to bring you the headlines across newspapers around Nigeria. If this is the first time you're seeing this video, do well to stay connected to us by first subscribing to this channel. And of course, don't forget to also click on your notification key. That will help you to get notified whenever we come online. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the headlines after this short break.
Have you registered for your permanent voter's card? I mean, your PVC. There is a Nigeria we all seek, a place where love, peace, security, and unity can reign supreme.
Waste no time. We want a country where peace and justice will be the order of the day.
Unfortunately, there's a problem. One big challenge this generation has to solve.
Our country cries for help every day. We need able and capable hands to lead and direct.
These capable hands can be you. Have you gotten your PVC? Have you registered for the ongoing voting process? Don't say your vote does not count. Yes, it does.
Have you gotten your PVC? Your apathy towards Nigeria's electioneering process will further inhibit our collective growth and development as a nation. Your refusal to participate and engage will keep us at a standstill. So be intentional.
I have my PVC. Your votes, your voice would go a long way in preventing absolute destruction of this country and the future of our children, the hope of tomorrow.
The 2023 Nigerian elections are just around the corner. Go out and get heard. Don't forget, your vote, your voice. This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited. Welcome back. Let's begin the headlines from Vanguard newspaper for today, the 6th day of April 2022. And on Vanguard, we have as the major headline, shock as terror attack on army base claims 17 soldiers. And you find that on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. And other stories here on the Vanguard newspaper, we see 2023 presidency, Autumn's committee throws PDP ticket open. We also see 9 days after train attack, whereabouts of 141 passengers still unknown. Igbo not cost, Okorocha fires back at Pastor Bakare. All right. And then lastly, I'll take this one. It says Nigeria's problems, Obasanjo orders need to be consulted on way forward, or COA. All right, moving on, we go to Daily Trust newspaper. Daily Trust newspaper for today, the 6th day of April 2022. And on Daily Trust, as the major headline here, we see insecurity, act now. Elders tell Buhari, Nigeria never had it this bad. Onyeka Kwande speaking there. 15 soldiers, 2 civilians, 3 vigilantes killed in Kaduna. Bandits can be wiped out in 6 months. Ex-generals, we are reviewing our tactics. Army speaking there. All right, other stories here on the Daily Trust newspaper. We see 2023 will bar parties that violate electoral law. INEC insists on June 3 deadline for primaries. Exercise must be conducted in constituencies. Right, all of that you find on Daily Trust newspaper. Let's go on to other papers, and that paper will be Nigerian Tribune. And on Nigerian Tribune, here as the major headlines, we see PDP, Autumn panel dumps zoning, throws presidential contest open. Saraki Tambuwa Mohammed Hayatuddin continue push for consensus PDP candidates. Meet Makinde. That you find on page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. At the top part of that paper, we see 17 soldiers feared dead, 23 injured as gunmen attack military base in Kaduna. Political parties must conduct democratic primaries, INEC warns. That's on page 6 of the Nigerian Tribune. All right, moving on to the bottom part of that same paper, we see West Africa faces worst food crisis. 27 million people suffering from hunger. 11 international organizations say. All right, so do well to pick up a copy of the Nigerian Tribune to get full details of those stories. Next, we'll go to the Daily Sun newspaper. And on the Daily Sun newspaper, as the major headline here, we see 2023 PDP dashes South's hopes, throws presidential ticket open. Ohaneze, Middle Belt Forum, Kokori, others react. Group tells APC to zone ticket to Southeast. That you find on page 6 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Other stories here on the Daily Sun newspaper, we see 2023 Guba. IU appeals to Abia PDP stakeholders to resolve crisis. Ones that allowing standoff to linger may result to party losing states. All right, and at the bottom part of the Daily Sun newspaper, we also see the same story. 12 soldiers, 3 vigilantes killed as terrorists attack military base in Kaduna. Army will continue to review security architecture. COAS speaking there. All right, then we take lastly this story still on the Daily Sun newspaper. It says 2023 NLC warns presidential aspirants orders. If you need to know what that warning is about, so please go straight to picking up a copy of Daily Sun newspaper. That will help you know the details of that story. Next, we'll go to Nigerian News Direct. And on Nigerian News Direct here, as the major headline, we see tax evasion. Senate orders federal government to stop airing IOCs from lifting crude oil. Senate orders federal government to stop airing IOCs from lifting crude oil. Directive will be near impossible to implement. Matter key. Senate must conduct thorough investigation into IOC's financial records. Bala. That it's on page 3 of Nigerian News Direct. All right, at the top part of that paper too, we see Abuja Kaduna train attack. LCCI expresses concerns over worsening insecurity. And then we see that too, DMO releases federal government's 720 billion naira second quarter borrowing plan. All right, and at the bottom part there, we see Senate approves Human Rights Fund to tackle sexual gender-based violence. Others. And lastly, I'll take this. 2023 elections, INEC urges political parties to adhere strictly to electoral laws. All right, we'll go to the Punch newspaper. And on the Punch newspaper here, we see PDP presidency, PDP panel dumps zoning, fears not voting strength. PDP panel dumps zoning, fears not voting strength, gives exigencies of time as reason for throwing open presidential ticket. Zoning committee's decision disappointing, hypocritical. Pandef or Hanese film. PDP will lose with northern candidates. MBF. Okora meets Obasanjo, decries Nigeria's woes. All right. So other headlines here on the Punch newspaper, we see reps meet service chiefs. CDS seeks support against terrorists. All right. Account for 6-month oil production. Reps orders NUPRC. All right. So if you need to get details of those papers, please do well to pick up a copy of the Daily, the Punch. I beg your pardon, the Punch that is. That's where we find details of the headlines I just read to you. And then moving on, and lastly, we'll take New Telegraph newspaper. It says 2023 presidency. It's open contest for aspirants in PDP. And we also see there, still on 2023 report, it says 2023, we won't monitor illegitimate primaries. We won't monitor illegitimate primaries. INEC speaking there. Also, we see the sad story of the soldiers that were killed in Kaduna. It says 17 soldiers feared killed, 19 injured. All right. So do well to pick up a copy of the New Telegraph to get details of the stories. All right, next on the program is our conversation segment. We'll be right back. You stay tuned. But before I go, don't forget that you can also be a part of this by dropping your comments and your reactions on the comment section. Also, do well to follow us on our social media platforms. We're on Facebook at Staff TV, on Instagram is Staff TV _NG, and on Twitter it's at TAF TV. So tweet at us, comment on these stories we've read to you this morning, and engage with us on these headlines. I'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back from that break. Thank you very much for staying with us up to this time. Now, I've been joined by Mr. Sonny Gomora. He's going to be my commentator for today. Welcome, Mr. Sonny, to the program. We're really happy to have you. Yeah. All right, let's go to the conversations today, the headlines precisely. Let's start with PDP. Okay. PDP has left their zoning, they have abandoned their zoning style or system that they planned using, and now they've left the competition open. What's your take on that?
Well, for me, I'm quite happy that they've thrown the zoning system open. You know, for me, I'm not really pleased with the zoning system, because zoning system is not going to give us credibility, in the sense that, because zoning is just like saying it's turn by turn, it's our turn, you know.
Don't you think that's the right way?
No, I don't like it, because when you say zoning, okay, for instance, when you say, okay, it's the turn for the East to rule, you understand? Who is the East fielding? You understand? They will just sit in there. You and I were not there in the selection process. They will just select maybe somebody and say, okay, this is the person we are giving you. Even if the person is not credible, you understand? But when they throw it open, it gives room for competition. It gives room for newcomers. You understand? It gives room for people that have had track records of success in their various fields and businesses to also compete. You understand? So if Nigerians are saying, okay, this candidate is good to run, is good to rule us, because it's opened, he buys the ticket, and everybody throws their weight behind him. You understand? It's not business as usual, where is like them or the racketeering system, where you know me, I know you kind of system. So this system is going to create new upsets. You know, understand? We are going to see new people emerge in the systems.
Okay, well, adding to that question, you know, a lot of people will feel that, you know, the reason for the zoning has always been that some group of persons have felt marginalized, that over the years, the presidency or the seat of power has always gone to the north, while some regions have suffered in the hands of these northerners or these leaders that have held power for such a long time. Why don't we try different regions of the country? And now a party as big as PDP is now throwing away that option of saying, okay, we've had people from this party come from the north to hold this power for quite a while. Let's give a chance to the southerner or to the easterners and all of that. Are you saying that now that this has been put out open, or let me put a question this way: what do you think would be the implication, aside the competitive nature of the election in PDP, like you said, in their primaries?
For me, those that feel marginalized, is just a thing of participation. If you feel you're marginalized, then participate. Because I feel that some regions in this country are fully not participating in the electoral system.
But let me put it this way. Like, you know that some of the zones, like in the north, they have more voters in terms of population. Some of these zones have more populations than the other. While, like in the south here, where we cannot compare a population in Bayelsa State as to that of Kano or Kaduna. And that's why they are saying that the zoning should help to, you know, equalize this whole process. Where if a candidate that is coming from, a credible candidate that's coming from Bayelsa should be given a chance to clinch the ticket, as opposed to when put in direct competition with a candidate coming from Kano, that has more population and more participation.
Okay,
in the electoral process.
I wouldn't dispute that they don't have population, and I wouldn't also say that they have the larger population. You understand, in terms of voting. So who are the voting age in the north? We all know what happens during the election in this country. You understand? Who are the voting age? And you should also know that we don't have enough electoral education system in Nigeria. You understand? So because if you are credible and you do your work as a candidate, you do your campaign, you do your grassroots work, you understand? What you shouldn't be scared of the population in the north or the population in the east, because coming into a public office, you are coming to rule the entire country. You understand? You're not coming to rule the north or you're coming to rule the east.
Yeah.
So that is why you have to have good track record. You have to do your electoral education. You have to do it properly. You understand? Because even in up there in the north, it doesn't mean because you are from the north or you are from Katsina State, everybody in Katsina State will vote for you.
True.
You understand? It doesn't mean that because you are from Borno State, everybody will vote you. We have Borno State Christians. We have Borno State Muslims. We have Borno State pagans. You understand? And votes divide. So if you are loved by all, irrespective of your religion or irrespective of your state, you will still get votes from there.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that I like the fact that they are throwing this open so that it will create room for newcomers. It's not going to be the godfatherism that we used to see in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We want to see new people emerge. We want to see new parties emerge. So I'm also expecting this to happen in the APC because recently they've been having a lot of crisis, even in this state where we are now. There's a lot of crisis that is going on, and very soon it's going to come to the open. So I'm really looking forward to seeing new people emerge, and I'm looking forward to seeing upsets in this coming election because I know that it's not going to be business as usual.
Yes, I agree with you, and we're also hoping really that yes, this time we'll have a leader that is really ready to serve and has direction, and that can actually remove us from this deep nosedive that we're having. All right, moving on. Let's go to this headline about insecurity. Kaduna is on the news again as an army base in Kaduna was attacked and 17 soldiers were confirmed dead after that attack, and a lot of other persons injured. I mean, why do you feel that the government is so slow about tackling this insecurity?
Yes, I think this government. I don't want to be biased, you know, but I just like I always said. I said this government has failed. You understand? And we have a rubber stamp Senate. Our Senate is not working because if our Senate is working, they would have either impeached the president or removed some people in the core position. Okay, look at Kaduna. Why is Kaduna coming under attack? For me, this is war. You understand? Yes, this is war because Kaduna has the NDA. The Nigerian Defense Academy is in Kaduna, and all Nigerian armories are there, embedded there in Kaduna. So they can't tell me they don't have military intelligence. You understand? This is not the time where you just go and you're carrying gun running up and down. There should be a sort of military intelligence. And Kaduna has been under attack. Okay, look at El Rufai. Before they came into power, El Rufai was in the forefront of castigating the president that left, that he was incompetent, he was doing press release every now and then. How come he's not doing those press releases anymore? Okay, the matter is now knocking at his door. You understand? They started off by bombing churches in Kaduna. That was how the thing started. It was bombing churches. Then they were applauding them. Right now, he's knocking at their door. They're attacking both Muslims, Christians, everybody. Kaduna Road is no more safe. So I'm expecting that the governor would have come out to say, okay, let's declare a state of emergency for this state. But no, you know, this one is blaming this one is blaming that. For me, they should just leave. You understand?
Yeah.
They should just leave. You understand? Yesterday, Abide was saying that they should bring in foreign help. Foreign help. Who is going to approve it? Is it not the same Senate?
But then the situation has gotten to the point where both past leaders and current government officials in power, both from the same APC party, both from the other divide, have all begin to call for an immediate action to be taken against these bandits, terrorists, call them whatever they are. Let me
tell you, the only thing that will stop banditry now in Nigeria is to kill these people in full broad daylight. Anyone you arrest, there must be a stiff action. You understand? See, people have lost, people are missing in their hundreds. You understand? Even the Nigerian railway cannot account for people missing now. And I was shocked because I think there was is there no sort of manifesto for travelers on the Nigerian railway? You understand?
These people still missing are the people that were taken away, the kidnapped ones.
So me, I'm saying that the only way we can solve this problem is not by creating amnesty for anybody that is agitating. After you give him amnesty, you are paying him, you are taking him. When you arrest them, kill them in broad daylight, like a firing squad that we used to have during the military era. Oh, these people were we even heard some of them were taken into the Nigerian army. You understand? Repentant militant. These people will still be the people infiltrating the army.
Yes.
When you arrest them, kill them in broad daylight. That's the only way we can also stop corruption. Put up laws that are stiff. You understand? Look at Singapore. Look at China. You cannot go there and steal the public fund and say they will kill you. Shoot them in broad daylight and let Nigerians know that. Stream it on national TV, stream it online, so that when they see all these actions going on, that this government is not, there's no mercy for them. Anyone that is caught, okay, you kidnap somebody, let the penalty be death. Let it be death penalty. That's the only way. And I know that our senators will not want to implement things like that, because if they implement it,
of course, most
little
of
by little, it will also boil down to corruption. So they will not want to implement it.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Sonny. That's all we'll be taking today. To my viewers, I thank you for staying with us up to this time. Till next time I come your way again. My name is William Sabule, and this has been the Newspaper Review.